Hey, my name is Davis Bennett, and today I'm going to be talking to you about littering and pollution and the solutions and problems that we have. I'm going to start off with a quote by R. Buckminster. It says, "Pollution is nothing but the resources that we are not harvesting." Littering and pollution can cause many problems with our earth. Most of us have probably thrown trash out of our window without thinking about it, or gone just a little ways down the road in our car when we could have walked. Problems that littering can cause. Sin Nag says that cleaning up litter costs extra money and can affect the economy. Catherine Irving says that trash can fill up landfills, and when trash gets out into the ocean, it can affect sea life. A solution to that could be the community and I can recycle, and we can persuade other people to recycle as well. Problems that pollution cause. Claire Gillespie says, if you are exposed to serious amounts of air pollution, you can have irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat. Avaco says that 40% of lakes and 46% of rivers in the United States are too polluted for fishing and swimming. 1.2 trillion gallons of contaminated water and sewage are leaked into our rivers and lakes. A solution to this could be that anyone, including you and I, could do to reduce air pollution alone would be, let's say you're going a quarter mile down the road in your neighborhood, or half a mile down the road, somewhere close. Instead of taking your car there, you could bike or walk, and this will create more healthy environment in your community and for the earth, and as well it will be giving you the exercise that you need for that day. How pollution and littering can affect communities and some solutions. Littering can cause a community not to seem as nice or as pleasing to the eye if there is a bunch of trash laying around, whereas in a community where there is not as much trash laying around, it can seem way nicer to the eye, and in reality the community that has more trash on the ground may be a more well-rounded community, and one that's for you. And by what some steps that we can take to prevent this would be, a lot of the times I've done this before. I see other people doing it. You come out of a gas station with a receipt. Most of the time you bundle it up and you may toss it on the ground or not in a trash can. And if we just create more of a habit to toss it into the trash can, it'll make the world of a difference if everybody did this. Pollution can cause effects to animals and humans. If there are multiple factories in a community or in a city, the air may seem less clean and more not as fresh, and you may not see as much wildlife, or that wildlife you may not be able to harvest it. If we could reduce the amount of contaminated waste that factories dump into public rivers and lakes, then I feel like we'd be a lot better off. We'd be able to eat that fish and swim in that lake, whereas as of now, we may not be able to do that. I always try to pick up loose trash and at least throw it in a trash can. That always satisfies me. If I see a cigarette butt at a gas pump, I always try to toss it in a trash can, because I know if I'm doing it, there's someone else around the world that's doing it as well. And if more people just get into that mentality, then I think that we would be better off and have a more eye-pleasing and healthy community. Something that I used to do whenever I was working lawn and landscaping, me and my brother, before we'd cut a commercial property, they're all by the roads, and a lot of people's trash, they just tossed out the window. You get cups, glass bottles, pieces of paper, sometimes full meals, and I'd always just pick it up, set it on the mower, take it back to the truck, and put it in a garbage bag, so that whenever I began to mow, I wouldn't be slinging more trash into the grass or onto the road and making it look even worse. So today I talked to you about how littering and pollution can cause problems in our communities, our society, and affect the health of the earth and affect the health of us human beings.